Oh, yes. You know what that song means, Drew. Episode 56, Fantasy Edition.
It's just a fantasy. Whoa, whoa. Good evening. What's going on, Bill?
Well, we had our fantasy basketball draft last week.
Oh, yeah, we did.
How do you like your team?
I'm pretty confident with my draft.
I like your team, too.
Oh, why, thank you.
John Wall is a bummer. He's out for the first month or so of the season. But you didn't know that while drafting. That's just every year, someone gets the bad luck, no matter if we draft in July or October or January after a lockout.
That's all right. I still have Ricky Rubio and Tony Parker.
Who do you think's going to make the playoffs out of the 7 teams this year? An odd number going to rotisserie-style scoring each week.
Depending on how the rookies do this year, Brad and I are the only teams that did not draft any rookies. Brad's got a good top-heavy draft here.
Andrew Bynum at number 4. That was quite a surprise.
I think Brad took a risk, and I think it's gonna pay off for him.
You want to project a number just so we can look back on it?
40.
Ooh, 40. I'll give him a 36.
36?
Up from 34.3 last year. He'll be worthy of being picked in the top 10 anyway.
I see.
If he was the 10th pick, you wouldn't be shocked. So 4th pick, almost a round early, but not horrible either.
Right.
I like Carmelo Anthony in the 2nd round for Brad. That's good value at number 12.
It is. And he also got Stoudemire in the 4th.
Yeah.
He was my first pick last year.
Finished with a 28 average.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Now, we had 2 owners that didn't make the draft, correct?
Matt and Mike this year.
They actually have pretty solid teams.
Yeah, there were a couple times where their default list with the next guy on the list became a really good value pick.
I agree.
Except Derrick Rose in the 2nd round for Mike. He probably didn't realize that Rose will not play until February.
Well, hopefully Mike makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then he'll be right in there.
What a boost that would be for Mike then to get Derrick Rose back to be starting with playing 15 to 20 minutes a game and getting like a fantasy number of like 10 to 15. But hey, Derrick Rose.
Which one of your picks do you think you will regret the most?
I'm pretty happy with all of them. I don't feel like I reached very much. There were a couple times where I traded up by 1 or 2 spots just to make sure I got the guy I wanted. But I didn't jump way up at any point where if a guy was a bust. Last year or 2 years ago, it had to be 2 years ago, I traded up several rounds to take Tyreek Evans in the 3rd round, and he turned out to be like a 27, with the sophomore slump. This year, I'd say not until the 11th round with Andrew Bogut. No, let me take that back. Not until the 9th round with Chris Humphries did I start to roll my eyes like, oh, this is all that's left. I got to take this guy. Chris Humphries, Ersan Ilyasova, and Andrew Bogut, 9, 10, 11. Pretty dumpster diving type picks. Then I got guys with more upside after that. Rookies Kid Gilchrist and Beal, followed by Paul George and David West to round out the draft.
Yeah.
How about you?
I probably took Tim Duncan too high.
6th round.
Yeah, right after Tony Parker. But I do like my Ricky Rubio pick. I think he's got some great upside there.
Now he's coming off a torn ACL, but it's been long enough.
Right.
Right, because he didn't hurt it like Derrick Rose in the playoffs. For Rubio, it was in January or something.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
Hopefully enough time for him to be fully ramped up again.
Yes. I hope that is true. And Marcin Gortat.
Yeah, he seemed, even with more Suns fan bias, he lasted till the 10th round with, good numbers. And I think the overrating of Steve Nash led to Gortat falling. Like, oh, Steve Nash is gone. Gortat's going to be, worthless now. But right. I think he will surprise.
Yeah, someone's got to score points on that team,
Yeah.
And now that Channing Frye, bummer about him, probably won't even play another game.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got it in a large heart. So
yeah, that's not something worth risking.
Yeah. So who are your 4 playoff teams?
I think Nick's going to be there. I like all his picks. Westbrook in the 1st is solid. Kobe Bryant, 1st pick of the 2nd round, solid. You hope to be not the one left holding the bag on an old guy when he finally declines, but I think Kobe Bryant has one more year of top production. Gasol, boy, the Lakers' front court has been shaken up so much. He might drop as well, but not by too much. Even if he does, you can compare Chris Bosh last year to maybe what happens with Gasol this year when you become a dream team, so to speak, with lots of stars. Nowitzki, aging, still should hang on and be okay. The aforementioned Chris Bosh again, he should be okay.
Yeah.
Horford coming back from a chest injury, so it's not anything that affects his running.
His running, yeah.
Figure he'll be okay.
Got to run in the game.
Yeah, Nick made a lot of solid late picks as well, so he'll be there. He always has good team management as well.
Yes.
Same reason I think Brad will be there. He picked a lot of gambles, but he'll find a way in. What do you think of Dave's team, Drew?
I think he's got some potential here. He's got 3 rookies, so who knows? One of those guys might propel his team to the playoffs.
Rookies with his last 3 picks.
Yeah.
Why not? When it's between a known scrub who's always been like a 25-point player or a rookie, I always like to take the rookie. You can find your 25-point jabronis in the drop draft anytime. I think Mike misses the playoffs. Derrick Rose in the second round is probably too costly. LeBron James in the first, awesome. Great to get in the top 2 of the lottery, so you get James or Durant. Aldridge third round, that's good. Rondo in the fourth, maybe a little early. He always shows in the playoffs what he's capable of, but then the regular season comes back and he's just back to, being an okay 30-point player. Anthony Davis in the fifth, what do you think of that?
Mike was one of the ones absent from the draft, so we had a pre-ranked list, and I personally don't follow my list to the T, and I'm sure Mike wouldn't have either, but this might be a little too high.
I'll go with a playoff prediction of Bill, Drew, Brad, and Nick.
Oh, thanks, Bill. You're so kind.
That goes from 4th seed to 1st seed.
I think Matt goes to the playoffs. He's got some good heavy hitters there on top. Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade, that's awesome.
Durant's awesome. I predict Wade will get worse again this year, too.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the Ahmad Bradshaw of the NBA, just looking kind of old and spent beyond his actual earthly age.
I will replace Matt with me, or me with Matt. You, Matt, Brad, Nick.
Oh, so you're not making the playoffs in your picks?
Playoffs?
Oh, man.
I got to win a game first.
We both didn't pick Dave. That was an awfully tough choice. I like Griffin and Jefferson a lot.
Yeah.
His first and third picks. Chris Paul, second, kind of injury prone, getting up there in age.
Did you know that Eric Gordon averaged 20 points a game last season?
Wow, so he did.
I kept telling Dave that because I think that's a good stat to know.
Why wouldn't you want to know that? The rest of them, nobody inspires me on Dave's roster right now.
You are the only... No, Brad also. You and Brad have only one player that averaged 20 points or more.
Kevin Love, 26 points a game. Wow. Don't think of him as a scoring machine.
Dude, he puts up the 3-ball like no other, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't he win the three-point contest?
Oh, you would know better than me.
And I think either him or the other Kevin did. Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Duckworth.
Oh, man. Kevin Duckworth.
No longer with us, Kevin Duckworth.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Man, I used to love... Well, I still love, but I don't do it anymore, is collect basketball cards.
Yeah, me too.
I remember 1990, 91 Hoops. Kevin Duckworth was on there.
Yes.
I always thought he was like a really big dude, like the biggest guy I had in my collection, like 6'11", 290.
Yeah.
And then you had Mark Eaton, 7'4",
All right, let me get some predictions from you, Drew.
Okay.
Top overall scoring fantasy player.
I'm going to go with Deron Williams.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Durant. I think this is the year he finally surpasses James, but not by much.
Yeah.
So that might have answered my number 2 question as well. Biggest fantasy surprise.
Ooh, biggest fantasy surprise.
We'll go with first biggest positive surprise, a.k.a. most improved player.
Oh, most improved player? Marcus Morris.
Man, he can improve upon his score last year by 200% and get a 7.4.
Yep, exactly. Who do you think is the
I'm really
biggest
hoping
upside?
that most improved will be Kyrie Irving. He was my 3rd round pick, got a 29 last year. I would love to see what I thought John Wall would do last year and jump into the mid-30s.
Oh, actually, I'm going to go with Derek Williams. This will be his 2nd year in the league. I think he's going to make some noise.
He's very talented.
Yeah. Now, who do you see coming down a bit?
Let's see. Biggest drop. Got to go with Dwight Howard.
Thanks, Bill.
40. Yeah, sorry, Drew.
But, I mean, yeah, when you have a 40, it's hard to say that.
Yeah, 40.6 last year. Fell to the 6th overall pick. Were you expecting him to fall there, or were you thrilled to get him, or not thrilled yourself to have to take him?
Yes and no. He was obviously the highest ranked player left.
By far.
And, I would have kicked myself if I didn't take him.
A drop of 5 points to 35.6, which is still pretty good. You know, still late first, early second round pick, like a Russell Westbrook, last year. But a little injury prone too, and a little prone to being a crybaby and a diva. So we'll see if he can get along with his new teammates.
Well, dude, I only pick divas and crybabies. I mean, come on, Deron Williams. Isn't he a crybaby?
I don't know. Was there stuff with him?
Didn't he want to go play in China or something? Or Hungary?
Oh, yeah, he did play somewhere else during the lockout.
And then, of course, Rudy here is gay. John Wall likes to get hurt. Tony Parker likes to get poked in the eye. Tim Duncan's old. Luol Deng's good. I mean, he's my first good player. And he went to Duke, so that's good. And then Ricky Rubio, he's injured. DeMar DeRozan's got 2 names where he's got 4 capital letters in his 2 names.
That's a diva name right
That's
there.
weird, yeah. And then Marcin Gortat.
Not from America, diva. How dare you.
JaVale McGee, another
Again with the capital
4
letters.
capital letter person. Nick Young is young.
All he does is jack up ill-advised shots.
Yeah, exactly. Kemba Walker is going to walker all over everybody. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like my best player is Marcus Morris.
Well, I guess that's it then. You went down the whole roster.
I just criticized my whole team in front of everybody. I love it.
I like to do that around like week 5 and just be angry at the guys that aren't performing.
I'm very loyal when it comes to my team. I don't like to skew right away with, drop drafts and stuff and trades.
Yeah, last year you went 15 for 15 on keeping your roster together to the playoffs.
And I made the playoffs, that's right.
What loyalty.
It's like, if you don't want the guy, why did you draft him,
That's right. That
Keep
settles
him.
it.
Keep him.
If this was a keeper league, would you keep all 15 guys from last year if you could?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Now, last prediction question with regards to players. Who will be the top scoring rookie this year?
I'm going to go with Stacey Ogman.
Ooh, that running rebel.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were going to go with Greg Kite.
Yeah, dude, he was the best rookie in the 50s. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with... It's usually the first round pick isn't usually the best rookie that comes out, right?
The first rookie chosen... I would love to research that. I will go back and see how that turned out. I don't remember.
I'm going to go with either Kid Gilchrist...
Oh, thank you.
Or Jared Sullinger.
Wow, so either way, a surprise.
Basinger? Sullinger or Gilchrist?
I'll take the safe pick, Anthony Davis. Not the first rookie chosen, though, so Damian Lillard for Matt. I don't know anything about this Damian Lillard. I had never heard of him until I saw his name on Matt's list.
Yeah, he's right underneath the alcoholic. I mean, right above the alcoholic on his team. Carlos Boozer.
Oh.
You like that?
Now, last year's highest scoring rookie was Kyrie Irving. He was picked in the 9th round.
Okay.
And he was the highest chosen rookie. So often depends, I think, on how much hype is given to the rookie class. The Durant and Oden class was hyped to the moon. At least Durant and Oden were. And Durant, I took him in the 6th round, and Oden went in the 7th round.
Wow.
So I guess that Durant sure was the right choice. I got lucky there.
Way to go, Bill.
You know who picked Greg Oden?
Mike?
You did. You did it.
I did?
Number 37, Drew from Brad and Dave. So the pick was traded 3 times, ended up yours.
Nice.
And you took Greg Oden. I had him projected as a 30. I didn't keep to my list then because I had Nick has his Nick rating. Mm-hmm. And back then I did that, projected total that I thought. And I had Durant a 29, Oden a 30, yet I took Durant when the time came.
I think that 30 was his projected amount of games that he will ever play. Maybe his minutes that season.
We had that draft on July 14th, 2007. Do you think Oden was already injured his rookie year in July?
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's having knee problems, might not be ready for the start of his rookie season.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to make fun of my team.
And just like any real team, you feel like you have the right to make fun of your own team more than anyone else has the right.
Oh, dude, you have just as much right to make fun of my team, Bill. Please.
Oh, thank you. Dwight Howard sucks.
Thank you.
Sports Limelight, episode 56. Thank you for listening.